Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Leon Bibb with Kaleidoscope, and today we're talking about the Goodtime 3. It's geared up and ready for another summer season of sailing. Captain Rick Fryan of the Goodtime 3 will be here to explain all of that this year and what we can expect. Later on, Marty Cephas and Bob Tucker will tell us about this year's Multicultural Festival in downtown Ashtabula. And later in the broadcast, we'll hear from Gerald Ford, President of the Urban League of Greater Cleveland Young Professionals. Good morning again. This is Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Bibb, and so we beginning with one of our good guys here and one of my good friends here, Captain Rick Fryan of the Goodtime 3 in Cleveland, that wonderful, wonderful vessel that sails along the Cuyahoga River and Lake Erie. Captain Rick, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Leon?
Oh, I'm just fine, just fine. And everything is well with the Goodtime 3?
Yes, yes. We are starting our new season for 2012, and we have all kinds of tours showing off the new Flats East Bank project, and we're very excited about everything that's happening here in Cleveland with the opening of the casino. It's bringing in more visitors, and hopefully those visitors will want to see the city.
And those who may be watching right now, people from out of town, they can find the Goodtime 3 right there at the North Coast Harbor, right next door to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at East 9th Street.
You got it. Great neighbors.
Go to East 9th Street until you see water. That's where you'll find the Goodtime 3.
Yes.
Describe the Goodtime 3 for us.
Well, we're a multi-purpose vessel. We do narrated tours by day. We're also available for lunch. We do dinner dance cruises on Saturday nights. And then we do entertainment cruises like our after-work party cruise on Fridays from 6 to 8. And then we have a dance cruise from 9:30 to 11:30.
It's just a wonderful, wonderful venue, too. I've been on it many, many times. It's just wonderful to be on the Goodtime 3.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, you got the Goodtime 3 in 1991.
Correct.
As you said, that's when your family got involved in this. How has business changed since 1991?
Well, I think just the evolution of technology. You know, in 1991, I think we had one credit card terminal in the ticket office, and we actually just started a couple years before that accepting credit cards. Now we have wireless terminals on the boat. We also have a website where we can sell online tickets. So it's just a lot different.
Yeah. What is it about the Goodtime 3? What do you think is the high point of a tour on the Goodtime 3?
I think the variety of bridges that people see, and plus the fact that we go up the Cuyahoga River, sometimes all the way to Middle Steel, up at the turning basin, and people get to see the industry that, you know, basically made Cleveland what it is today.
You know, I wonder, I had a family reunion here several years ago, and we took them on the Goodtime 3, and we had a wonderful family reunion, and I got a chance, as long as I've been in this town, and I grew up in the town, I got a chance to see Cleveland from a vantage point I'd really never had before, and it was like I was in a brand new city and enjoying my time here. Do you hear these stories oftentimes? People say similar things to what I've just said?
All the time. All the time, Leon. People come on the boat, and that is one of the #1 comments, is they never realized how beautiful Cleveland is from the water, because they just don't see that perspective.
What's the cost? What's the cost?
Our cost for our narrated tours is $17 for adults, $9 for children, and $14 for senior citizens. We give the seniors a break.
And now you've got daytime tours and you've got nighttime tours.
Correct.
Is there a difference other than the daylight and the sunlight?
Pretty much price-wise, the dance cruise is a few dollars more. The rush hour cruise is, or our after-work party cruise is actually a couple dollars less. And then we also are available for private charter. So we do a lot of corporate events Monday through Thursday. And all the conventions that come here into Cleveland, and obviously with the new medical mart, that's going to be probably some bread and butter for us.
And this actually is a party boat, especially that nighttime tour. When when you got the live band, you got the music, you got the beverages, you got the people on the dance floor. It is a party boat.
You got it. We don't call it the good time for nothing.
You do have a good time. What do you especially like about it, Rick? You've been doing this now for
26 years now.
26 years.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I like the people. I like meeting people from all over, and it's amazing. Once the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame came here in 1995, we started getting the international and the national visitors coming into Cleveland to see the Rock Hall, and then they come and take a cruise on the Good Time. So it's great to meet them and get to hear their perspective of our city.
Yeah. Sometimes the economy hits us. Has the economy hit you too?
Sure. We've noticed a little bit of a dip in business.
But if you got, but for those who may not be willing to go on the long family vacation, you can do many day-long vacations here and there throughout the city. And the Good Time 3 is certainly a wonderful, wonderful spot. How long has the Good Time idea been out there on Lake Erie and on the Cuyahoga River?
Well, since 1958, when my grandfather and great uncle started the company. And basically my great uncle built a boat by hand in his garage in Euclid. And my grandfather, who was a businessman, he looked at it and said, gosh, we should start a boat business. So
and that's how it all began?
That's
back
how it all began.
In the late 50s?
Yep.
Okay.
They second mortgaged their homes and bought the original Good Time in Erie, Pennsylvania, and brought it here to Cleveland. And within 2 years, we had the Good Time 2.
And now we're on the Good Time 3.
You got it.
You can call 861-5110 to get more information about the Good Time 3, or you can go to Good Time III, Roman numeral, Good Time 3, Roman numeral, goodtimeiii.com, and get more information on everything we've been talking about. Rick, always good to see you.
Always great to see you, Leon.
The captain's in the house. Do you perform weddings too?
Oh,
You've been asked that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do weddings all the time. In fact, most couples that choose us, they want something unique. And it's the most memorable wedding you'll ever have.
Yes. Well, bless them.
Yes.
Bless them all. Okay, thank you, Rick.
Aye, aye.
Captain Rick, aye, aye. I'm going to take a break in just a moment. We're going to talk about this year's Multicultural Festival in Ashtabula. Back in a moment. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Bibb. The annual Multicultural Festival hosted by the Ashtabula Downtown Development Association takes place on the weekend of July the 28th and 29th. Vice President Marty Cephas is with me, and member Bob Tucker is here as well to talk about this event and what visitors can expect to see this year. Good to have you with us, Marty Cephas.
Thank you.
And Bob Tucker.
Thank you.
Things are well in Ashtabula, I'll bet.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
It's Ashtabula.
Okay.
I stole that.
You stole that one. Ashtabula. I'll have to keep that one in mind. Tell us first off about the mission of the Ashtabula Downtown Development Association, of which you are vice president.
Indeed, yes. Our charge, Leon, is to revitalize and to help rejuvenate the downtown community. Not unlike many of the other communities around Northeast Ohio, we've suffered losses in terms of businesses and things like that. So we're just trying to bring a new life to that community.
And Bob, you're the merchant coordinator for today's this year's big event.
Yes, I am.
So you're a merchant there. Are you one of the merchants in downtown Ashtabula?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. What does this do for you when you have big festivals like you're planning for July the 28th and 29th? What's that do for the downtown business?
The most substantial thing it does is it creates a sense of civic pride in Ashtabula. People become a lot happier with their community because they see things about the community, the makeup of the community, architectural aspects of the community that they may not have been aware of prior to this because you just drive through to your destination. So this actually allows people to walk around, to visit their neighbor, be happy that they live in Ashtabula.
Yeah. Well, Marty, you're getting ready for your big July 28th and 29th Multicultural Festival, and I'll hold up a little information that you brought with you. Tell me, but what happens at this Multicultural Festival? What's it do?
Well, it educates, number one, and that's one of the primary reasons why we have the event, is to educate, promote diversity, to entertain, of course. We're doing a little differently this year. We're going to have ethnic villages so that it's as if the visitors are going from one country to another.
Oh, tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, in each different ethnic village, we're trying to have ethnic food, some type of hands-on interactive demonstrations, some type of history, some type of art, and of course entertainment. We have walking storytelling, so that we'll have history brought to life through walking storytelling. We had last year we had 3 stages, and we do plan on having that again this year too.
How did it go last year, Bob Tucker? How did it go? How did it feel?
It went very well. We had about 3,000 people, if I'm remembering correctly. We had the merchants in the downtown area were very excited to have this. They were very involved in this, as of course is my department. And overall, the sense of pride in Ashtabula was elevated as a result of this.
And all you need is good weather this year, and you'll do bigger and better. We'll work on that.
You will have good weather.
I'll talk to our meteorologist about that.
Please
Once again, you start at 9 o'clock on Saturday. I mean, at noon. On Saturday, and go until 9 in the evening, and then you've got an ethnic parade at 1 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then on Sunday, you go from noon until 6 o'clock. The festival. Where can we find this festival now? If you get to downtown Ashtabula, are you in the middle of it?
Yes, you are. It's not only is it a mainstream idea, it's on Main Avenue, right downtown Ashtabula.
Yeah. What do you like about this, Marty? This is your second year doing this now.
Yes,
What
indeed.
do you like about it?
I just enjoy seeing all the different cultures coming together. You know, we're enriched. Our lives daily are enriched by just understanding all of the history that is around us with the Asian and Hispanic and African Americans and Germans, and so we want to celebrate that, and we want everyone to come and celebrate their own heritage. That's the reason why with the parade, we encourage anyone to come and celebrate their heritage, and we invite people to participate with entertainment, dance, and showcase any talent that they have.
Foods and all of that.
Oh, goodness, you can't have it without food.
Yeah. 440-992-3700. You can get more information on everything we're talking about, or you can go to downtownashtabula.com, downtownashtabula.com.
Yes.
Bob, leave us with a thought on why you think these kinds of things are so important for the Multicultural Festival, the second annual one in Ashtabula.
I think Ashtabula County has a lot of wonderful things that people just aren't aware of. We not only with the covered bridges as well as festivals like this, we recently just had the History Channel shoot a documentary on D-Day in Conneaut, Ohio, which is just a little east of us. And as recently as yesterday and the day before, the Travel Channel was shooting at Geneva on the Lake.
So there's a lot going on in Ashtabula County.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be there because I'm going to do a long story with My Ohio with Leon Bibb. We are going to take a look at your covered bridges. The longest covered bridge in the world is in Ashtabula County.
It is.
And the shortest covered bridge in the world is in Ashtabula County. I
told you, Ashtabulous.
I've got to go see Ashtabulous.
Oh, we have so much history there, and we look forward to you coming. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that, you know, this is a monumental task, and we can't do it without sponsorship. So I did want to share the fact that we do have some fabulous companies stepping up to the plate, and that would be the Star Beacon, that would be the Gazette newspaper, the Signature Health, one of our newest downtown businesses, and our partner is the Women's Journal this year.
Okay, well, you'll have a lot of fun.
Yes.
July the 28th and the 29th, that's Saturday and Sunday, all day long.
All day long.
Noon until 9 o'clock in the evening.
There's going to be fun and something for everyone, truly.
Rocking and rolling in Ashtabula County. Okay.
Absolutely.
Marty Cephas and Bob Tucker, many thanks for being on the broadcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to take a break. We'll hear about the Urban League's young professionals when we come back. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope today. The Urban League of Greater Cleveland Young Professionals is hosting an event to honor local young professionals. President Gerald Ford will tell us more about the organization and the event. And we always call him Mr. President because of the name Gerald Ford. But President of the Urban League of Greater Cleveland Young Professionals. It's quite a title there. What does the Young Professionals group do?
What we do, we support the programs of the Urban League. We support their civic involvement. We're the ambassadors for the organization, making sure we're the face out there of young folks, showing that the organization is out here doing great work in the community, and we represent that in hand and in spirit.
Who can become a member of the Urban League Young Professionals?
Anyone between the ages of 21 and 48 can be a member of the Urban League Young Professionals. It doesn't matter what profession, whether you're a mechanic, you're a doctor, a lawyer. The Young Professionals represents the African-American community within that age group.
Everybody is professional to something. That's what they do for a profession.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Well, you've got a big program coming up on July the 20th. Now, tell me about this program.
Yes, well, as you know, the Urban League Young Professionals have not been involved or active for a few years, and we've just been active now going on 2 months, and we wanted to make sure as soon as we started that there was something letting the Northeast Ohio, letting the Cleveland community know that we're back, we're here. And so what we're doing, we're having a recruiting and networking event, which will be held at New Bridge Cleveland Center for Arts and Technology, Friday, July 20th, 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. What we'll be doing, we'll be recognizing 4 young professionals within the city of Cleveland: Natoya Walker Minor, Randall McShepard, Stephen Sanders, Michelle Berkeley Brown, and of course we're going to honor also one of our trailblazers, Erskine Cade, who we want to be recognized at that event as well.
Know everybody you've mentioned. I
Absolutely.
know them by face. I know them by name quite well. Now, this is at 5:30 on Friday, July the 20th at New Bridge, and New Bridge is at 3634 Euclid Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is this open to anybody who wants to come, or how does that work?
This is open to the public. If you need more information, you can call the Urban League. Our number is listed on the website. I'm sure it will be posted up this morning as well. Also, we will be giving out, the young professionals will be giving out a scholarship, a book scholarship to a young lady who's one of the Urban League youth, to make sure we support her.
Yeah. These people that you've mentioned who you're giving special honor to, how did you select them?
We looked at what is the standard? What is the professional standard? How well does someone do their job? We looked at excellence, and as someone going, people are just doing the normal criteria of what's required, or people going above and beyond. And we wanted to look at people who were breaking the mold, breaking the standard. And we want to give someone, our new young professionals, someone to look up to, someone to aspire to be. And so then when we select folks to be recognized, we're selecting the best of our community and letting our young professionals know this is you.
These are models that you're
Absolutely.
holding up, saying if you want to emulate somebody, these are good folks that you can emulate because they've blazed the trail.
Right.
That's why you call them trailblazers.
Right.
And they've made their mark on society.
And there's a dual component. Not only have they done their job and they've gone above and beyond what was called of them, but they also had to have a component of community involvement. Each person that we recognize, they have something that they do within the city of Cleveland, within Northeast Ohio, that we want to make sure we support them as well.
And probably went through some problems to keep on doing what they've done.
Absolutely.
And then sometimes the younger folks need a blueprint on how to get through the problems that they will absolutely face sometimes in life.
Right.
Once again, this is going to be July the 20th, which is a Friday, at New Bridge, which is at 3634 Euclid Avenue. Starts at 5:30, and folks are welcome to come in and sit down and see these honorees and get to know each other as well.
Right. Also, I wanted to make mention that there will be employers there seeking to hire. Fifth Third Bank is seeking to hire licensed personal bankers. They're looking to hire anyone, customer service reps. So young professionals who are in need of employment, this is a place to be. We're continuing to add other employers as well.
So when they show up, they should realize that they're being looked at right there. So come with that in mind and dress appropriately and carry yourself appropriately.
They will interact with some of these representatives from corporations.
Yeah. What keeps you doing this, President Gerald Ford? What keeps you doing this?
It goes back to how I was raised. You know, my mom, you can get a civil rights lesson at 3 a.m. in the morning if you were awake. And it's about being involved. And there's something in my heart. I'm dedicated to the mission of the Urban League. I'm dedicated to the President and CEO, Marsha Maccabee, her calling, and what she's doing with the Urban League. So I'm here to help. I'm here to get involved and get my hands dirty within the city of Cleveland to make our city an absolute great place to live.
To reach back and pull up those young folks and give them a lift up and teach them some of the things that you learned from the generation which went before you.
Most certainly.
Yeah, that's what we all have to do,
Absolutely.
Gerald. We all have to do that. The phone number to the Urban League, by the way, you can get more information on this, is 216-622-0999. You can also go to the website, which is ulcleveland.org, ulcleveland.org, and get more information on what we've been talking about. But once again, we want to highlight July the 20th, Friday, at New Bridge, which is at 3634 Euclid Avenue, starts at 5:30.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Gerald.
Appreciate it.
Good
Thank
to see
so
you, my
much.
friend.
All right.
Stick with me for just a moment. I'm going to take a break. We'll hear from the Urban League's Michael Obie after these words. Here now is my good friend Michael Obie of the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, who will wrap us up with the commentary today. What's on your mind, Michael?
Well, you know, Leon, there's a lot of excitement going on. And here in Cleveland, globally.
Yes.
At Urban League, you saw our president of Young Professional talk about jobs, scholarships, young people going to college, and also my passion, which is entrepreneurship. We are also taking a group of entrepreneurs to Africa, to Nigeria on an international trade mission. So I see a lot of wealth creation. I see a lot of things happening in the environment that we live in, Cleveland, a lot of construction, unprecedented. So I'm really excited.
Opening up new markets,
new
on
markets
on the trip to
on
Africa.
the trip in August.
Yes.
Hopefully you could join us if your schedule allows. But we're going to do a lot of matchmaking where people can begin to export things.
You're talking about matchmaking with business.
Business, yeah, of course, business. Yeah, business matchmaking.
We're going to get this business and this business together and generate some money
and
there.
then do business together, really connecting Nigeria, West Africa,
and these
US companies.
These are opening new markets,
new markets.
New markets, new pathways.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
Urban League is involved in all of that. And it's a new birth in Urban League, and we're really excited about
we've
that.
got about a minute remaining. Marsha Maccabee has taken the lead of the Urban League of Greater Cleveland and really steered it through some rocky waters for a moment.
Right.
But now it is smoothing out.
Exactly.
Because of her great strength and the great strength of all of you who work at her elbow at the Urban League.
She's a great leader.
Yeah.
A humble woman of God.
Yes.
And she has a servant spirit and servant heart.
In our final 30 seconds we have on this broadcast, that has been the spirit of the Urban League from its very beginnings in the early part of the 20th century.
That's correct. And you've been there all the time.
Well, the whole time. I've been there for the last 20 years, but I wasn't there at the very beginning. My grandfather told me about
that's right. I told you about great
Good
migration.
to see you, my friend, Michael Obie. That's going to do it for us. We'll say so long.
Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.